Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with another fantastic video for you. And this is news about a new vetting center that's going to open up for uscis, which is going to focus on a powerful screening resource to keep America safe. That's the goal anyway. And it's going to be, this new vetting center is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. Now this is coming out of Washington, D.C. A couple of days ago, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services announced the establishment of a specialized unit to strengthen the ability of America's immigration system to screen out terrorists, criminal aliens, and other foreign nationals who pose a potential threat to public safety or who have committed fraud or other crimes. Doesn't matter what kind of fraud or what crimes, they're going to be found out. Once fully operational, the USCIS Vetting Center, which will be headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, will centralize the enhanced vetting of aliens and allow the agency, as in USCIS, to respond to changes in a shifting threat landscape.
Make it so, number one.
Once this new vetting center is fully operational, it's going to draw on the full spectrum of classified and non-classified screening and vetting capabilities and provide a more thorough supplemental review of immigration applications and petitions. These reviews will leverage state-of-the-art technologies, including artificial intelligence, which I use sometimes on my videos for you guys to try to entertain you. Now, this center will utilize Department of Homeland Security and other law enforcement intelligence, community screening resources to conduct this critical work, and will be tasked with conducting reviews of pending applications, as well as a more holistic review of already approved applications for aliens. Now, this is going to include the recent implementation of a national security measure which allows the immigration officers to consider negative country-specific factors, such as a nation's lack of government-issued identity documents and an inability to conduct criminal background checks when vetting aliens from these so-called 19 high-risk countries, which includes Venezuela, where my beautiful wife Karina's from. So we've got no doubt she's going to be revetted, reviewed. Her whole entire green card application is going to be relooked at, which is fine. This recent pause on affirmative asylum application decisions, well, there's no more asylum decisions from any country. There's a record hiring number of new USCIS employees, and there's a proposed rule to ensure more robust screening and vetting of certain aliens before extending their work permits. Well, they've already reduced the work permits from 5 years to 18 months, I believe. There's going to be the establishment of USCIS special agents with law enforcement authority to investigate, arrest, and prosecute immigration violations. And to those folks from the 19 countries currently on a pause from the green card processing, K-1 visa, spousal visa processing, even lifting the conditions on 2-year green cards, try to relax, okay? Once your applications have been rescreened, or your approved green cards have been rescreened, and assuming you still qualify for the benefit, your K-1 visa and or your green cards will be approved. But it's going to take time, okay? It's a rescreening process to ensure eligibility, not so much to block. You only have to worry if there's like any fraud in your application, or you fail to meet the minimum income requirements, or any other disqualifying factor that was not discovered until this rescreening. Okay, and most likely you're going to have to go for another scary visa interview. Which is fine. We don't care. Karina and I, we don't care if we have to go to another green card interview. The worst case scenario is the whole process is going to slow down for everybody while USCIS redirects resources to this reevaluation of past cases. So if you are one of those unlucky persons that has a wife or a beneficiary going through a K-1 visa application from one of those 19 countries, like I said, try to relax. if you still meet the requirements, if there's no security issues, there's no security threats, there's no fraud or anything in there in your paperwork, then once they've rescreened everybody, then you will get your K1 visa approved and your green card approved. But you got to be patient during this process. Remember, they're going to have to go back and relook at everybody, including my wife. They're going to go look at her green card application all the way back from the very beginning, and it's going to take time. But we're not worried about it. If we have to go to a green card interview, we'll go, no problem. I know it's easy for me to say, but we are in the same boat, and we're not going to be worried about it because we qualify for the benefit. Don't forget, I do a live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. And if you want to be a member, join up as a member, and you'll get my phone number, email address, and you can call me, text me, email me all your immigration questions. But I don't give you legal advice. I don't work for uscis, and I am not an immigration attorney. But I'm sure there's going to be lots of immigration attorneys getting lots of business now that the White House has put a pause on these countries and their K1 visa green card applications. See you at the next live stream.